save, diving stick save to rob Steve Downey of a goal in the Eastern Conference Championships.
You know what? You win. I submit. I just changed my favorite moment.
All right. I win.
Yes.
But, I mean, that one goal could have changed a lot of things.
It could have changed the entire postseason.
But,
no.
Timmy Thomas stuck that stick out there. And, I mean, it was right on the goal line. That's going to be tough.
Yep.
I wouldn't want to be Steve Downey.
No.
I would be so
No, that
mad.
must hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, there were so many great moments, and altogether it was just a great playoff run, one of the best, definitely the best we've seen from a goaltender, and one of the best we've seen from a team in general. They won 3 Game 7s. Very impressive all the way through, top to bottom. I don't think there's anything else to say about that. But
the entire postseason was my favorite moment.
That's corny.
You're right.
That's a cop-out.
You're right.
That's a cop-out.
Well, I already told you my real favorite moment.
Right. It was the stick save because I changed your mind.
Yes.
Win.
So, next question.
Let's talk about some more favorite moments.
Next question that we asked was, what is the best or what is your favorite Boston championship in the past 10 years? And we got a lot of answers for this one, too. 2 of our favorite answers. Andrea on Facebook told us it was the Patriots' first Super Bowl, ! And Eric said 04 Red Sox or Celtics. So he kind of copped out a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely copped out.
But it's all right.
But I mean,
there's so many great ones.
Yeah, there's so many to choose from. What are you going to do?
And, I thought about this one a while, and I decided my favorite one was, I agree with Andrea, it was the Patriots' first Super Bowl. And my biggest reason for that, I've always been a huge football fan. I'm a huge Boston sports fan. Love the Patriots, love the Celtics, love the Red Sox, love the Bruins. But football has always been on top for me. And I think I get that from my dad, my grandfather. Football's just always been the one that's above everything else in my family. And I grew up on football. So when the Patriots won one, it meant a whole lot to me. And just the style that they did it, too.
Right.
I'll never forget,
Rookie quarterback.
Right. And
well, not a rookie, but I mean, he hadn't really played until that season.
And right down to the last seconds when Adam Vinatieri kicked one through the uprights.
Yep.
So that just doesn't happen, and we did it twice.
And that was kind of that folklore too that we were talking about. The drive
and
with
the snowball.
The snowball. Yep.
Yeah, and Troy Brown's phantom fumble recovery when he was out cold, halfway and out of bounds. Stuff like this.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah,
the tuck rule.
That's just how Boston does it.
Yep.
We never win them without some kind of story tied to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And see, my favorite is the Celtics because basketball's my thing. Basketball's my big sport. So I loved seeing the Celtics, and I was sick and tired of hearing everyone telling me about what the 86 and the old Celtics that they used to watch would do. And it was Larry Bird, Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale. And, finally I wanted to say I saw a Celtics championship, and I got my own big 3 with Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce, and got to see them just from wire to wire plow through the entire league, really.
Yeah.
And just go right through and absolutely blow out the Lakers in a Game 7, which was also big because it was against the Lakers, the rival Lakers.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest things about it, is the fact that it was Celtics-Lakers again for the first time in years.
Yeah, and it was renewing that rivalry.
Yeah.
But I think a part of this question, too, has to kind of be what is the most special.
Yeah.
Because in my heart, I mean, those were our favorites to watch.
Right.
But I think in Boston, the one that really caught a lot of people has to be
the Red Sox.
04 Red Sox.
There's no question. I mean, an 86-year drought is a long time to go without a championship, and nobody really believed they could do it.
No.
We had gotten so used to watching them try and get so close and then just not quite make it.
It was conditioned in all of our heads to just assume they'd lose.
On top of that, they go down 3-0 in the series against the Yankees.
That was it.
We were done. We were ready to say, all right, time for next season. And they just night after night came out and did whatever they could, whatever it took, to beat the Yankees 4 straight games.
And keeping on our little folklore theme,
right?
Dave Roberts stealing second base.
Yeah.
And he came back the other night with San Diego and got a standing ovation. They showed his steal back up on the Jumbotron, and I mean, he could come in here. He doesn't have to pay for a drink or a meal when he's in Boston ever again. Ever again. And I mean, when you really sit back and think about it, it was just so many older people who had gone their entire lives without seeing the Red Sox win, and the Red Sox were it in Boston.
Yeah.
And finally, like, you're watching it and you're thinking, now they're down to the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
They come back and beat the dreaded Yankees, kind of like the Celtics beating the Lakers. It was the arch rival.
Yeah.
they get to the World Series and sweep it. It was all of it together was just unbelievable.
It really was, and just the fact that it was the first one in 86 years, and just the emotions that you could see in people. Like there were literally people who were saying, now I can die happy because I got to see the Red Sox win the World Series.
Absolutely.
And I mean, it's true. There were people 85 years old who hadn't seen them win the World Series. So it's great we all got to celebrate together in that one, and I think that's why it was the most special.
And of all of them in general, I just want to say that I think it's pretty cool that they were all really drought killers. The Bruins hadn't won in 39 years.
Yeah.
The Celtics hadn't won in 22 years. The Red Sox hadn't won in 86 years, and the Patriots had never won one.
Yeah.
So this decade suddenly was drought killers for everyone.
Yeah.
And not only were there these big droughts, they all came at the same time.
And now we're just on top, all over the place. Whatever sport you want to look at, we're on top.
And just when you think we're done and it can't be possible, then the Celtics win one.
Yeah.
Then when you think, okay, that's it, they have to be done. The Bruins aren't that great. Then the Bruins win the Stanley Cup. So, I mean, what are you going to do? It's pretty
We're going to celebrate. That's what we're going to do.
Celebrate good times.
Yes.
Well, now all we have left is baseball. Celtics are done. Bruins are done in championship fashion. And right now we're still waiting to get word on football. So right now, all we've got, Red Sox.
Yep.
So we wanted to know, could the Sox be that next team? Because as we said, they have a great team. Could they be the next one to bring another title to Boston? Could it be 8? Well, our good old pal Steve answered us, and he said no. Well, I don't really know why you think that, Steve. I think the Red Sox have a very good chance at getting to another championship and possibly winning another World Series. They have a great team, as we said before. They have great hitters. I mean, I just don't know how they couldn't be winning a championship this year. What do you think?
Well, I have my own opinions, but when it comes to Red Sox, I don't consider myself an absolute professional. But I think I can come up to the answer. I can come up with the answer to this question.
Right.
By using the Red Sox mitt of magnificence.
Oh, no.
So.
Oh, my God. It's not even a hat. Of course. Yep, there it is.
Oh.
There we go with it.
So, it looks like the Red Sox are going to win the World Series this year.
Are they?
Under one condition.
And what?
The Red Sox need to change up their lineup. They need to make all the right-handed batters bat lefty, and all the left-handed batters bat righty.
Now, how
now
is that
by
gonna
doing
solve
this,
any problems?
It'll confuse all the opposing pitchers, and they won't know who and where and what to pitch.
It'll confuse
and
a
it
lot
will
of people.
help the Red Sox in a very major way. Also, if there are any switch hitters, they need to bat from directly where the catcher sits, directly behind the plate, and swing the bat from between their legs to above their head to make sure they're constantly hitting pop-ups. If the Red Sox can do this, then the Red Sox can win the World Series.
Do you honestly hear yourself right now?
And that is all. Whew. Wow. That was the best one yet. What did I say?
Okay. Do you really believe what's going on up there?
I don't even see. The thing is, I put these on, and all of a sudden I'm not conscious anymore.
Oh, that much is clear.
Yeah, it's just
that much is
the
clear.
Pure intelligence of the certain sports team that comes through me.
Yeah. So that's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay. All right, you need to stop bringing those in.
I don't bring them.
Oh.
They bring themselves.
Right. So they just join the show. Because
do you think I want to do this? Do you think I like admitting that I don't have the answers? Do you think I like having to use these objects to give me extra knowledge? I don't like that. I would like to sit here and tell everyone out there that I know everything. But as it turns out, I don't. And I need the help of these hats to give you the correct answers.
That wasn't a hat. That was a baseball glove.
I wore it on my head.
Okay.
Just go on with the show.
I don't even know what just happened. Why don't you just jump into Twitter chatter for us there?
All right. So next on the show, we have Twitter chatter, which is one of our favorite parts of the show, where we get comments from out there in the world of Twitter, and we pick our favorite ones and we read them to you. So the tweet that I picked this week is from Jeremy Rennick, and he said, "The Dallas Mavericks parade, 25,000. Boston Bruins, 1.5 million. No disrespect, but wow."
Yeah, that's
crazy.
That's the Boston faithful. You know,
That's what it is.
And when you think about it, it's kind of a little unfair because the Bruins parade was on a Saturday,
Yeah.
and it was a very nice day. I mean, it was a nice day down in Dallas, but I mean, it was a Saturday. People had work off and stuff.
Yeah.
People didn't have school, but
But
either
still,
way,
I mean, those numbers are
yeah,
ridiculous.
they
They're
came
not
out-
even close.
they came out, and it was amazing. It was
Yeah.
great to see. And I know all the players were saying how stunned they were and were celebrating, and I'm sure they were, you know, exhausted from a few of the nights they had
Side note, do you know where they didn't have a parade this past week?
Where didn't they have a parade?
Miami.
Oh, you're right.
That one got canceled.
Yeah, though, because weren't they going to have not one, not two, not three, not four?
He was
not
right.
five?
It wasn't one, wasn't two, wasn't three.
Well, I mean, funny story. I met LeBron, right? And, you know, it was weird. I didn't have money, and I was at a vending machine. I asked him for $1. I was like, dude, can you just lend me $1? And he gave me 75 cents. And I just looked at him and was like, dude, why did you only give me 75 cents? And he goes, oh, well, sorry, I don't have a fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it turns out I've heard reports that, you know, they usually take the championship gear of the losing
Right.
team and they send it to the kids in need in Africa or, you know, in one of the countries where there are
Right.
a lot of people in need. It turns out they were going to do that with the Miami Heat championship clothing, but they couldn't send it to the kids that needed it. And it was because of the choking hazard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
LeBron.
Right.
Well, that's troublesome.
Yes.
But our other tweet was from Alex Cole, Alex Cole 77, and he had a little something to say about the Bruins partying and celebrating. He said, every time I log onto the computer, there are more and more Bruins party pics, and they keep getting better and better. And you know what? They do keep getting better and better.
Do. And we have proof.
And that's why we decided to take the liberty of giving you some of those pictures and bringing some of the footage to you. We wanted to show you some pics and do a little commentary.
Yeah, which is what we're
discuss
good
them a
at.
little bit because they were great. And you can see right there, there's the captain, Zdeno Chara, down in Foxwoods, holding up the holy grail of hockey, the Stanley Cup trophy for everyone to see. Now, that's pretty normal.
Yeah, the funny thing is when he holds the trophy up, it's higher than it's ever been when it's been held up before.
Oh, yeah. So, and next we have, what do we have next? What picture was next? Oh, there it is.
That's right, the giant champagne bottle.
There's our captain, Zdeno. And you know, he's an awfully stoic, quiet kind of guy.
Yep, but not on that night.
No, he was wild and crazy.
Yes, he was.
And that was a $10,000 bottle.
Speaking of wild and crazy.
Yep, there's a 19-year-old getting toasty.
Yes, because
dancing on the bar.
Yes.
Shirtless.
When you win the Stanley Cup, there.
Law does not apply.
Right.
The law is done with.
Yeah.
And finally, there's Sean Thornton, the enforcer, drinking that big bottle of champagne with his captain, drinking it out of the cup.
And if you noticed off to the right, Zdeno Chara drinking out of the Stanley Cup, which they spend all year polishing and making sure it's clean so that we can drink out of it.
Yeah, so we can just, lower it to terrible standards.
Right, and then they can clean it up again.
Need to go to. And just a quick note for all of you who weren't sure that the Bruins that night down in Foxwoods, when they decided they were going to go out as a team and celebrate and dance on bars shirtless with Marchand and
how much did they
Seguin,
spend?
They spent a $150,000.
Wow.
Hey, I mean, I guess they've got it.
You win a championship, you kind of have to go spend $150,000.
I guess so, especially when it's a Stanley Cup,
right?
Because you can drink out of it.
That's what I did when I won my 4th grade spelling bee.
Did you? Mm-hmm. That's what I did when we won in Little League.
Yeah.
I was so toasty.
Yeah, you were.
But, that's another story for another time.
Yes.
But once again, that's Sports Chat. We want to let you know where you can reach us. You can find us on Facebook. Just search Sports Chat. You can find us on Twitter at WA Sports Chat. And you can find us on YouTube at WA Sports Chat. And anything else we want to say to the people? The Sports Chat faithful, if you will?
Actually, I have a message straight to the Bruins. Congratulations and thank you.
Absolutely. One heck of a playoff run. And I mean, that's all. That's what we think, and that's all for today. So if you're not down with that,
we've got 2 words for you.
Sports Chat.